Hello, and welcome to Tabletalkers. This time the group has a name, and it is the Band of Iron. It is comprised of the leader Vashnir and what appears to be his current active squad. So, last time they finished up their campaign to end the smuggling of horrible, terrible worm creatures from the Forbidden Land into Diakov. And at the end of it, one of the group members ended up even retiring, sacrificing their power and just living quietly. Let's go ahead and start it with Jodak kind of going over the information that he acquired during the quest and discovering a cache of items that they may or may not decide to go investigate. So I'll toss it to you guys. Let's say this is relatively shortly after getting on the carpet and flying away from Kieran's house.
Do it.
So what now? What's the plan? Head to Trinket's house? Or his thing?
You're the one with the special info. I know this. I'm asking opinions.
I have no objections to it.
As far as I'm aware, he'll pipe up.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alright then if you don't have any objections, can we make a little pit stop along the way? I have a little hideout somewhere. If I want to go stop by and visit, collect some of my things, you know.
Well, if it's in the area, it shouldn't be too much of a difficulty.
In the area is a relative term.
You've been transversing the various countries. How relative must it be for it to be included?
Indeed. How relevant is it, Eric?
Do what?
How close is
What
it?
area is it in? How
It's-
close is it? How far do you have to go?
You guys aren't
Still
too
in the
far
country.
away from the border. It's not much of a trip if you have carpet speed.
Okay, sure.
What?
So then Jodak's going to
Oh.
take the helm and
Don't
head
mind.
in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything we should be aware of?
Yes, for any dangers?
Anything you should be aware of? It's a hidden area-ish. There's no, beware giant spider lives at the top of the house or anything like that.
Not
Hey, I'm not on the carpet right now. I'm on a horse. Pegasus.
You summoned back your mount, it was a Pegasus, and you're just going alongside.
I thought I hopped on the Pegasus.
You can do that if you want, it doesn't really matter.
Of course I was gonna hop on that thing.
There's nothing too concerning. I believe I hit it relatively well. Well enough. People probably wouldn't have found it by now.
Alright.
Okay, then Jodak taking the helm and trying to find this place. In order to recognize, map details and actually hit the right spot, go ahead and just make a survival check.
Silicon.
We'll note, started us off, I can feel. Somehow it has that same feeling of rust after people haven't played their characters for a minute, and of starting a new campaign at the same time. It's interesting.
I'm just still a little under the weather.
Fair.
And,
Oh, I just thought you were
Yeah,
mildly intoxicated.
Dog.
I said I thought
I
he was
will-
mildly intoxicated.
Oh, no, not tonight.
Survival check. 13.
13.
I should have asked if I should have made an investigation, perception, or nature instead.
Not really.
I would have
You didn't.
No, I didn't.
It takes a little bit. It's probably closer to late evening at this point by the time you guys actually begin to near what Jodek is identifying as the correct area. It is a small shack in the woods. It looks a little bit tumble down, but for the most part it's fine.
There it is.
Why'd you leave
I
your
think.
stuff here?
Oh, I've never been here, so
Hmm?
it seems
You've
like
never
a
been
pretty
here. How could you
decent
flip-
area. Relatively well connected, or concealed, I mean. That makes sense, doesn't it? Having a secret base.
Ragnar is looking at him suspiciously, like he doesn't really buy it, but he's not going to say anything against it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Don't most people have secret bases?
Have we
Somewhere?
landed? Are we on the ground?
Not quite yet, I didn't think.
I assume we're dismounting at this point.
Okay. Head in for a landing. There's a shack.
Alright,
Sweet.
you're leading the way, man.
Not what I was expecting. Alright. Just follow me, I guess. I just step forward, start heading towards the entrance.
You go over, you open the door. It's inside it's just a small shack. There's in the corner it looks like there's some basic like wood tools. On the other side there's a small bed.
If there's some secret entrance I should know about.
Yeah.
Or that I would know about.
Yeah.
How do I reach this secret entrance?
I'm gonna have you roll an investigation check.
I will do a such investigation. 15.
Since you have
And
foreknowledge of it,
specific out
it'll be
to,
fine. What?
uh,
Okay. You go over, you move the bed out of the way, reach into the floor area, and you find a little latchy thing that you can pull. Pop it out of place, and then kind of get down a bit, brace yourself, and lift up. And there's a trapdoor in the floor that you have now revealed.
There we go. It's right down here.
Opening it up, heading down.
Opening it up, heading down.
Okay.
Casting light on something so we can see.
Okay. Cast light on something. Hold it up as your new makeshift torch. Head down the ladder. Okay. Now you are in a somewhat bigger area. Looking straight ahead, you can see what appear to be smallish urns, perhaps. And there is a closet nearby that was, it looks like it was just left open. Inside there's basic like cloaks, daggers, basic survival stuff. None of it's in Jodak's size.
I'm just going to go looking around, collecting what I might think is useful.
Going through the area, there's a lot of stuff that you could easily recognize as like backup component pouches and things like that. Nothing really too standoutish, but free component pouches. Other than that, there's just clothes tailored for a human, and a bunch of urns.
Hey, Jodek. Anything in particular you're trying to get from here? Seems
Anything
kind of
particular?
normal stuff.
Was something important here? Is there something important here?
Are you saying this out loud
no.
to them or me? Okay.
I was talking to you.
I'm saying this out loud to them.
Oh.
No, thought it might be interesting to come check it out. You know? Thought there might be something here. And then I'm also asking you, is there anything I would know if that is here?
Well, once upon a time, over in that closet area there used to be new scrolls of reincarnate. Or not reincarnate, clone.
And there's currently nothing in
Correct.
that closet.
There are a number of broken urns in the bigger area, though. Like, a lot of them are still fine, but some of them are broken.
Are any broken that were not broken the last time I was here?
Last time you were here, no.
Last time in my memories that I was here.
Last time in that thing you were here, yes.
There are more broken than there were before.
A whole one.
I think someone got here before us. What did they know?
Would you like to investigate the urns?
Problematic. Yes, I would.
Okay. You go over to it. It looks like it's a larger urn. Like, it's probably about just about your size. But it's a sealed clay contraption.
These are the still solid urns?
Yeah.
I don't know how this boat works. But can I open the urn and look inside?
Not without breaking it.
Or tell it's been tampered or, the spell's already been used on this urn?
You can look inside. It's all goopy. Don't really know what you're looking at.
I have some portable holes. I'm going to put the urns in that portable hole.
You're putting these not broken urns into the portable hole.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't fit all of them, but you can shove some of them in there. All right. Okay. Define.
If not,
How are you putting them in there? Very gently, like, place? Or are you...
like, just toss them in. Actually, I might as well just break them. I'm still trying to decide what I'm doing. I'm put down a portable hole and start, putting them in gently as if trying to preserve them. Then realize I can't really use these.
Ragnar's looking at this.
And decide to just start taking them back
He
out.
doesn't like any of this.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it's really his, so he's just kind of go back up.
Are you taking the light source with you?
Just scan. No, I leave something of light source.
Okay.
I just stand guard outside.
Okay.
It's better
Looks
to
like
be
something's about
safe
to blow
than
up.
sorry. I'm gonna stab the urns with my rapier. Just break them all.
No good.
Okay. You break one of the urns.
I'm
It
good.
crashes apart, and
Said it was fine.
the
You have it right.
goopy
I'm
thing
fine.
inside spills onto the ground. Looking at it now, it's a mostly formed humanoid lying in a pool of goop.
Not
It doesn't really show signs of being alive, like it's not breathing or anything like that, but it is, well, it may be.
Is it just one of the urns, or is that all of the urns?
Well, that's the one that you broke. If you go along and keep doing that, then
I'm doing as such.
okay.
Just going along, breaking all the urns.
You go along and break a whole bunch of urns, and then you now have a bunch of goopy fetal people on the ground. It's kind of disgusting.
This is perfectly normal. don't need to worry about this. But if any of you can use like fire or something, that would be helpful. Just burn those away. They're not necessary anymore. I would say referring to Trinket and
On half of it yours?
Fashner.
No, I got two. I got yesterday.
So you wanna say what this is, or?
I already told you, this was Vilgar's base. Secret hideout. Did I not just say that?
No, you said it was yours, like a lot.
Did I? Well, it's ours
Yes.
now since Vilgar's dead. Or at least I thought he was dead.
It's not much of a base.
Probably not dead. No. More like secret clone center.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh well. I'm just taking out all his clones so he can't come back. Again, unless he has a second secret clone center or establishes a new one, which he absolutely can right now. Either way,
Okay, so just so
better
we're
safe
clear,
than sorry.
you want us to pour a bunch of oil on and set fire to all these goopy dead, goopy alive, goopy, I don't know what the fuck to call them, bodies that you've gotten out of all these urns.
Yeah. They're disgusting. I don't want to look at them.
Okay.
I mean, you could just leave them, bury them, get rid of them. I don't know. I don't care. Or we could just leave them here.
Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not.
Need to talk about something?
No. I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Ah. Yeah, sure. I'll be fine. Eventually. Probably. Either way, taking out opponent's evil guy. I think he's evil. Taking out all these extra bodies. Sounds like a good idea. I probably should have, said what I was doing before I started doing it, but it's in the past.
Okay. I feel like you should probably be the one to do the burning.
You like give me a torch. Do I
I-
have fire stuff?
But we all have basic kindling stuff, that's assumed.
I have fire spells, things like that. I don't. Unless I do, no, I don't. Do you have any extra oil? Do I have any oil on me? We need oil for kindling.
Well, I'll take care of that part. I think we can probably head out of here now. This seems to be abandoned, or will be.
I mean, it's supposed to be secret. It's meant to look abandoned.
Yeah.
If it didn't look abandoned, everyone would come here.
Probably just take whatever it
Can't
is
really
you want to
have that,
take
can
from
I?
the closets, and then you can go along. They probably took everything of value, though.
That's unfortunate. Do I have any idea of where he would go?
You probably
Go.
back to Kinglegrad.
Oh. I'm gonna mute myself real
Noted.
quick.
Fair.
I'm just going to continue breaking urns, stacking the bodies, getting ready to light them up. Or bury them. Maybe I should take them outside.
That's up. That's
Yeah.
up. That's up a ladder. You do have portable
Fair
holes.
point. Shove them into portable holes, take them outside, dump them out somewhere far away, and then burn them over there.
You do whatever you want, buddy.
It will be a process. Taking them out, taking them up, taking them back out, and burning them. I'm getting rid of the bodies.
Okay, so Jodak's making a funeral pyre. Medina's muted because Babu. Ragnar, you have anything?
Steadfastly ignoring the steady flow of bodies one way to the other.
Well, realistically, it's probably he just made a hole in the bottom there, shoved everything inside. Now he's coming back up and taking things out of a hole some other place.
Yeah, kind of what I meant. Just ignoring that entire thing.
Okay,
I want to give this area a good one over as well.
give it a nice once over. Okay.
And check for any hidden things.
Hidden things, discarded things, anything forgotten. That's fine. Go
Yeah.
ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, it'll help him.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I said I'll go and add help him, so yeah, was it advantage on that or whatever?
Investigation. Okay. We had 16 on that.
16. That was with
Mhm.
that was with advantage. Blah, blah.
Yep.
Okay. Jodak's doing his thing. He's clearing things out, moving stuff. You're looking around, probably in like the closets and things like that for anything that might have been missed. As you're going through, you find another bag of the green powder stuff. Very much like the ones you had before.
The stuff we threw on the big bad
Yeah.
thing. Nice.
It's the same size, so
I'm
it still
thinking
has
of-
the same amount of uses and stuff like that.
It was what, 3 uses? Or was it 6?
I thought it was like 2.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it was 2. It was 2.
It was 2.
I forgot everybody gave me their bags.
Okay. And you have more.
I still have a bag of half.
Yeah.
Ragnar.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Checking it, drag out that dice. Oh, where's those dice? Base 16, do I have anything to add to this? Investigation, nothing to add, investigation. So 16.
Okay. Vashnir, stop it, Doke. Vashnir takes his thing, goes away. You're just kind of looking over the area afterwards, and you make out the shape of a small bag. A similar bag as the stuff that the green stuff's in, but this one's different. It's tiny. It's just the same shape.
Yeah. I think I found something. I give it to him.
Pick it up, look at it. Are you just closed? Okay.
Well, I'll go ahead and look at it first.
Okay.
Carefully.
You saw the green powder stuff? This is purple.
Ooh. I found a bag of purple stuff, like the green stuff.
You talking to Vashnir?
Yes. I explicitly said your name. Yep.
No, sorry, I was munching.
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just clarifying for you.
Alright, well, that's new.
I give it to him. He can keep it.
This bag probably has like a fifth of the volume of the green one that you just found. So it's not like a coat thing or something like that, but it's tiny. It's purple. It's powdery.
We have no idea what it is. Correct?
Not to my knowledge.
Alright. Hopefully the scientists back at my kingdom will know what this is, or have them check it out when we get back.
Alrighty. As they're coming back up and leaving the house, Jodak, you've completed your horrific pile of goopy dead bodies, or alive bodies, goopy neutral bodies. I don't know what to call them, because they're like fully formed but inactive.
They're golems. Homunculus.
Better. But those normally have something driving them.
Well, yes, but that's just because there are homunculus that just are unused.
Okay.
Because the driving forces have to be inputted.
You call them
Input.
soulless husks?
Yeah.
Very good. That works.
Just getting a bunch of oil and stuff from the forest and just kind of setting it ablaze. Are you doing anything with the hut itself, or are you leaving that just there?
With the hut itself?
Yeah.
After I check through it, actually, I don't know if they checked through it or not. After I check through it and make sure everything's done, I would have tried to return it back so it looks like it's unused.
Okay.
I suppose.
You can do that.
Hasn't been traveled.
You can do that pretty easily.
Yeah.
The hatch and bed are heavy, but you've already managed it once.
I don't know if anything else to do with this hut, do I?
Not.
Or what it contained?
You know what it was. And it
Well,
looks
that's
like all the good
surprised you
stuff got
haven't
taken and
disappointed.
ran away with.
Mhm.
Okie dokie.
Let it burn.
You set it on fire. It smells like what you think it smells like.
Burnt
Yeah.
bacon.
Guys getting on the carpet. Getting the fuck away from here. If there's a forest fire,
I'm
it's
getting
not
on
your
the
fault.
party.
Okay.
If it's forest fire, that's fine.
You take off and you go. Where to next?
Want to Raktesh? Or, you know,
Oh.
we'll go back to Kingo Grab.
Oh, like that's just fun.
Rektesh through
That's
way of
not very
Salika
Kingo
or through Kingograd,
That's not
Belanue,
good for Ginga.
Mostadiakov. We can probably just head straight east, get to a port city, and then take that over the areas that's charted out for the Forbidden Zone, because I don't want to go anywhere near that thing again if that's all the same to all of you.
Sounds
Yeah,
excellent.
no, that's absolutely fair.
Alright.
That wasn't
Sounds
a
like a
very
plan.
fun area.
It's so unfun that it's allowing this party, who has a horrible history with boats, to accept another boat.
I have no horrible history with boats.
Last time it killed you.
Well, I meant my character.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no. Let's do it.
Okay,
Ooh, it's purple.
so you're actually gonna have to bank south for a little bit, and then you just start heading east over Belanue into Salika. You guys are flying, so a lot less things can randomly be encountered. However, that does mean that you're not very likely to run into anything cool.
That's good.
Looks at Jodak's armor.
My
And
armor's
more
good.
big
Armor.
things and more and bigger things are easier to run into up here.
Well, not really. It's just...
Don't taunt him, please.
Well, the carpet has
Yeah.
such a consistent speed, it doesn't really have to stop for anything. And most
Okay.
things really can't keep up that same marathon. Okay. If it's a good scenario, nothing
Heading
happens.
towards.
Okay. And
Do we know if the people who own this boat are gnomes?
well, you're heading into Salika.
Yes,
Salika's the land of
city.
the halflings. Halflings and
Okay.
other naturalistic beasts. It's the Fey place.
Very place.
Just making sure.
Oh,
All right. You go and go. Nothing really causes you guys to stop moving along as you reach the border area between Belanue and Salika. Unlike... Well, I guess you didn't really have to deal with any border checkpoints anywhere that you've gone so far. But this one actually does seem to be more of a... They are controlling what goes from one side to the other. So there is a moderate military presence. You guys can fly over the checkpoint if you want, but it may be wise to head down and go that way.
Yeah,
I
we'll go
believe
down.
we should-
Okay.
Exactly.
There's a moderate size group of people heading from Bellinui into Salaka at the moment. Just get yourselves a place in line and move forward. After some time, you reach the gate guard. They give you a once over and go heading into Salaka.
Just passing through.
Yep. Okay, you know the basic rules of the place, right?
No, actually.
No.
First time.
Okay, well, it's a little different there than the rest of the areas that the Coalition has say over. For instance, and he'll kind of pull out a bag of coins. These mean nothing. They like to barter, they like trade, things like that. So if you go eat somewhere, you're better off trying to pay for your meal with a show, dancing, singing, or some kind of a trinket than you are with a pouch of gold.
Back to someone's food then.
That's what a lot of people do, honestly.
Hey, it's cheap and free.
That said, though, they care a lot less about cursed stuff on the other side of this wall here, so try not to bring anything back that does anything terrible to you. So be aware they will sell you things that will do something terrible to you. Hags are kind of the closest thing to an economy they have over there. You need to be careful.
How cursed are these curses?
Well, I think a buddy of mine told me a story about they struck some type of a deal with a hag, but then they tried to renege, and then they found themselves slowly turning into a frog. It was
That's on
really
them.
cheesy, but it
They
but
should try to renege on their deal.
basically. So, how much have you guys traveled? Have you been like near Kangelgrad or stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay. Treat it kind of like that, but instead of Money King, think of it as Agreement King.
Is anything going to just go and take offense if we just go and take the carpet and fly over them all?
No, but weird fey things exist over there that might decide that they have claim over part of the sky.
That is exactly what I mean. Is there anything... Here, actually, do we know where we're going through here? Our path through this place?
Well, if you do what I said earlier, just we're heading east to the
I was
sea,
talking to
chartering
I
a
was
ship.
talking to the
and-
people.
Yeah, this
I mean,
is
out of...
Let's trinket.
that was your orc friend.
I was not talking in character, Eric. I was clarifying something with you, but... Oh, fuck it, never mind.
Okay, above game, the idea is to head east and then charter a ship, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I was asking.
Okay.
Is that through... Is the place we're charting a ship in this country, Diakov, or...
Yes,
Wait, no, that's our place.
the ship is in Salaka.
Okay. Okay, in character. Okay. Fuck a name. So I was gonna say. Oh well. Is how we're gonna chart a ship to replace Shalka if it's all about agreements.
That's actually a fair point. Do we claim mercenary work protecting the ship in exchange for travel, or does anybody have some trinket that they want to sell them so we can, or not sell them, trade them, barter them?
Trade 'em.
You know what I meant? So we can just ride along.
Yeah.
But we could, give him some of Kieran's old gear. I mean, you probably wouldn't miss it. He did give it all to me before we left, so.
And you don't have any use
Give us
for
a
it?
message.
The fuck?
Good for giving away your stuff away, Kieran.
You know what I gave you.
I know.
Yeah. The
Or,
fuck it was all of
I'd
it.
give him a
The fuck are
show.
you going on about?
I suppose. Read some fortunes. They might like that.
So performing.
Performing, acting
we
as
also-
mercenaries.
We
Give
also
away
have
some
healing
stuff.
potions and such on us. Combining them all, we have a fair number of them.
I think we'll see when we get there.
Fun.
Any more pertinent information you feel like sharing? And the guard will kind of shake his head. All right, Vashni, are we good to go?
Sounds good.
Okay. You guys cross the border into Salika, and unexpectedly and supernaturally, it immediately gets humid.
Wasn't expecting that.
Looking around, there's a couple halflings on a door a little bit farther down that seem to be giving a similar, if reverse, spiel about people trying to head into Bellinue. Of note, it doesn't really, because there's a little guardhouse over there, but it doesn't look like a house per se. It looks like a natural object that has been given doorways and windows and things like that.
Any disagreement to just hopping back up on the carpet? Getting out of here before we all get cursed?
You only get cursed if you, go back on a deal. I say we should explore. See what's here. Don't want to ruin the experience, now do you?
Yes. Yes, I do want to ruin this experience. Let's leave before we get cursed.
Don't want to explore the brand new country you've never been in?
No.
Where's your sense of adventure?
I left that outside the land of curses.
Outside the land of curses? Do you mean the forbidden land that has nothing to do with here? Just
Land
don't
of
make any
curses
deals
is
with
here as
any
well.
hags.
Just different type.
You'll be fine, I'm
I
sure.
refuse to be a part of any agreement that you make with these hags. If you get
We
cursed,
don't need to make
you
an
die,
agreement with that
it shall be your
until
own
we
fault.
get on the boat.
If you get cursed by a hag and you start turning to a frog, I will stand on the side, far away from there, and laugh at you. And I will not help you. We
Well,
should
it
all
wouldn't be
get
the
up on the
first time.
carpet and leave while we still can.
It wouldn't be the first time I was turned into an animal against my will.
But you were going to bed.
You never know.
Anyone else?
Maybe being a frog is fun.
Bashnia? Bashnia?
What's up?
Maybe please leave the sign of curses. Get on the carpet and leave. That one points at, Dad, what's your character's name again?
Do that.
Jodak. Jodak here wants to go and stay and explore the land and experience it. Air quotes with both those. I'm fairly certain that's going to end with all of us cursed and having to do some improbable quest to free ourselves from said curses.
We have to find,
You're
a
the one
dock
with authority.
to go rent the ship. Anyway,
We still have to get
can't
there
just fly
first.
over there.
Exactly. That's a far off area we still have to get to. We just entered the country.
And they just tell us to try not to get cursed.
Yes. But that one wants to go and do things that would probably end up with us cursed.
Walking around won't get us cursed.
With our luck, yes, it would.
Just don't walk in anyone's territory. Don't make any false deals, and you'll be fine.
I'm just
There'll be no
staring at you.
problems. I don't see where's your concerns coming from. Frank, this isn't the best money-making situation because, money doesn't matter, but it's still a great experience. How often do you get to explore new countries?
Very often. I'm a nomad. I don't stay around.
Right? I've only ever been in Kingograd and
That's your own fault. Why'd you ever stay in that?
and Diakov
Belanue.
and
Thank you.
Raktesh.
Yes.
I forgot half those names, but those places.
I've just been most of the map.
I haven't filled out my bingo card yet.
Hasn't been to Galadrius,
Some
hasn't been to
couple.
Attica.
What race is your person?
I'm a half elf,
Link,
so I fit in here.
halfling.
Okay, and I praise. Oh, you're
I'm
half
half league. I fit in
Okay,
here.
okay, good. This works. Okay, I walk over to you. I put my hand on your shoulder. Don't do this. This will end horribly. Please, I beg of you, don't.
We're not doing anything. We're just walking.
Never just walking.
Okay, so it sounds like we're taking the carpet and we're flying over a majority of things.
Go!
Ragnar sounds scared,
Praise the gods!
which is not unfair.
I would give him the carpet if I wasn't worried about it being lost or getting lost.
Well, I'd go so far as to say we don't even need to charter a ship, but it's just ocean, and
You don't know how long we'd be on the carpet flying for.
yeah.
Also, if
Give
something
us more
happened to the
space.
carpet while we're over there, that would be very bad.
Yeah.
Let's go and get us a ship and have the carpet as a backup in case something happens to the ship.
Remounting flying things and going away?
Hold on. First, does everyone actually have enough food?
We've been traveling for
A while.
a while. We probably don't have a lot left.
Not really.
Okay, now.
Now, if you remember, there are
Great food and water.
some fey creatures that have claimed the airways or airspace
Yes, I know.
and may very well curse you for flying in their airspace. or
I know,
attack
but
you
still
for flying
better
on
than
land.
walking, okay?
Is it though?
Great food and water. I distribute the new food. It is bland, but it is filling.
Congratulations, everyone. You have acquired more dull, tasteless crap that you are starting to hate, but also can't because it keeps you alive. You need it to live.
What? Food is good. Okay, now we can fly away.
Super mapping the carpets and just flying over all the neat, cool stuff.
Yes.
Because you can't possibly find some really fucking cool artifacts in the land of the faith creatures. Oh
I
boy.
know. There's definitely something cool. Do I have anything to knock him out with? I think I do.
I would like to go and roll.
I'm not gonna
Technically, you
steal his
do.
trade. I don't want to do that because that's
I'm looking at
straight
you
up.
right now.
Just turn
Anything?
around your fucking S-Stock bonk. Adventure!
Okay, now. Well, I was about to go and say I want to go and roll a check and make and
Okay.
see it if there's any signs that there were things about. I think on step just on what do you got? The insight would work wonderful right there.
Anything that will permanently damage him.
I'm gonna roll.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
guys
roll an
traveling?
insight check.
Yes.
You can see
All right. Let
just
me
how
roll for
willing he
encounters.
actually is to go through the land.
Let me roll for encounters. Positive, back on the menu because of the nature of the place. However, negative, fully expanded.
All gonna die.
Interesting. Understood. Okay. Probably about a week into you guys traveling along. You're going through the air, everything's fine, as usual. All of a sudden, everyone stops. Stuck dead in your tracks. In the sky. And
We're just
then
not making forward momentum, or we can't move. Stopped.
you're all stopped. There is no movement allowed.
Okay.
And then you begin to hear a voice coming from seemingly nowhere as what appears to be a very decrepit old lady begins to hover nearby. She looks at you all and goes, "Hello. It seems you have flown into my area. Excellent. So, can I ask what it is you're doing here?" And
Can we talk?
their hands are constantly working at seemingly nothing. They're just always moving.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Yes, I assume we can.
Speak, come on, say something.
I want to very, very politely. Actually, no, first, I want to go and do an insight check on her and see what I think
Sure.
she's doing. Okay, now. 27.
Jesus, what?
I have a thing for that.
Apparently.
That's a nat 20, by the way.
Okay.
So,
Looking at it, this is probably definitely a hag. But they don't seem malicious, but they do seem excited.
oh dear.
And then you said, say words.
Dear. I'm a horrible person for this. Okay, well, I want to very politely inform her that we are passing through the area to get to the other side. It's a horrible thing to say because I know she's going to troll us for it.
You're passing through the area to get to the other side. The other side being eastward, right? Right? Yes? And y'all just pass by.
Indeed.
Well, the sky lacks sides, but I can create a reasonable facsimile to allow you to pass from one side to the other. Is this what you want?
Ragnar's frozen. Wish to continue onward through the air till the ocean?
Oh, I wouldn't ask you to go back down to the ground. That place smells weird. But there is some walking that must be done. Don't worry, I'll get it all set up. You'll be fine. You won't plummet to your death. Probably. Come, land your carpet and your beast of burden and walk along. I will project the image necessary into your mind's eyes. And assuming that you're not going to sit there and stop them from doing this.
Is this necessary? We could just
I
carry
slap
on
him.
about our way.
He slaps him. Excellent! Right,
In
now.
your head. You were the one that said, don't
Slap
make a
him.
deal with the hag.
Okay. Assuming nobody's trying to stop her from projecting images into your mind.
Bastion do it?
What?
Does Bastion have anything to say against this?
Sorry, I was busy.
You know what we're going on right
It's
now?
probably impolite to make her mad.
That's what my thoughts as well.
Alright. Close your eyes, close your eyes. It's better if it all comes in at once. Even
Close
though
my
I'm
eyes.
not quite that talented, but it's fine. We all have our faults.
Ragnar closes his eyes.
You all close your eyes.
All right.
Okay, but a moment. Now you may open your eyes.
Open.
You look around. The carpet has landed. You've gotten Bartimus on the ground. You've gotten off. It now looks to everyone as though you are on top of a mountain, and there's a rope bridge between here and a different part of a mountain. And the hag is just kind of flying in between the two areas, like, here. Now you may cross. Yes, good.
Thank
This is what you wanted.
Yes.
Excellent. At the other side, you may proceed as you were without any interruptions. But for me to allow you to cross, something must be given. I have an
Would you like
idea,
a
but
potion?
if you have any, I have an idea of what it is that I want. That will probably happen anyway. But if any of you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them.
Healing potions?
Not necessary.
A rod that's immovable?
No, thank you. I do not
Yeah.
really want your things. Unless you have a really cool thing.
I don't have really good, cool things.
I have this green powder.
Oh. Do you know what that is?
Was there an actual name for this?
No.
Very effective against worm things that take over your body.
Yes, yes, we all know what it does. I'm just curious if you know what it is.
I'm a mercenary. I know nothing. He's a lord. Ask him.
No idea what the actual name for it is. We heard information that was good to use against the slug creatures.
Shame. Old things are so often lost to time. Oh well. I do not require any of it, and you'll likely find better use of it than I. Word to the wise. Try it on a wound.
How much of it?
Just a little.
Okay. Just gonna pull out a dagger and
Oh dear, you're not going to wound yourself in front of me, are you? That's barbaric.
okay, I won't.
Oh, thank you. Oh, blood makes me faint.
What exactly is it that you want? You said you had something in mind, did you not?
Well, I like information, so I'm thinking I'm just going to have to ask you all a series of questions to see if you get to pass.
I mean, I know the location of a secret base that may or may not have treasures.
Yeah, that is a bribery. I want stuff about you. Right, so who wants to go first?
I will.
How far is he from us?
She's, like, about...
If he looks like he's gonna
20
move,
feet.
I stop him.
She's 20 feet,
How
but
far?
you're all in the air and you know it.
I'll go first.
Very well. Step upon the bridge.
I step on the bridge.
Excellent. Now, what's your name?
Ragnar Fireforge.
Very well, very well. You may continue.
I continue.
Walk about halfway across the bridge. Now, where are you going? I know you said you were heading east. That's fine. What's your end destination?
Eric, what's our destination again?
You're heading somewhere in Raktesh, wherever the hell Trinket's father is, so exact location unknown.
I relay this information.
You gotta word it for this one, buddy.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, say that again.
Where are you going?
No, I mean, what the information you said, what, about where we're going.
Oh, you're talking there. That's fine. You're heading into Raktesh, because Trinket wants to find and have some sort of a either conversation or altercation with his father. So the exact whereabouts are currently unknown. You'll figure it out when you get there, probably.
We are heading into Raktesh
The land
to
of the
meet with
raiders. Interesting. Dangerous. I like it.
as a party member of ours, Trinket, wishes to interact with his father.
This is actually a horrible encounter for poor Trinket.
Oh dear.
I just realized this. Continue.
The exact location is unknown to us, all except Trinket, as he is the one with the information.
Just throw him under the bus.
Ragnar's is fiddling with his
So
hands
I'll
nervously.
have more things to ask that companion whenever it goes across. That's fine. You may proceed.
Punching into himself. Scurries forward. So,
Okay,
scurries forward.
You're most of the way across the bridge now. One last thing.
Looks up.
What's your favorite color?
Head.
Red, you say?
The color of red. That nicely hot iron
You
is
okay there, Medina?
fresh out of the forge.
You son of a bitch, you know why I'm laughing.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
The color,
Red, you say?
the color of the shade of red of iron fresh out of the forge, ready to be hammered into a new shape.
So molten hot colors, understood.
That's a yellow.
Shut the fuck up!
It's the spirit, not the letter here. Voice in his head. Very well.
Yeah.
You may go across and wait for your companions.
Goes forward.
Scurry forward. Don't go too far. This is still the sky.
Stop.
Thank you. Okay, who wants to go next?
Was he actually moving, or
He had a rope bridge he had to go along. And now he's on the other side of this little mountain area that doesn't exist in the sky.
okay? Better question: is this illusion?
Oh,
Or
absolutely.
is it, okay. Then blind sight. Is he actually moving forward?
Oh, yeah.
Noted. Okay.
Hags do what they want. Who would like to go next?
I'm going
go
next.
next. Oh, never mind.
Well, you both could technically go at once, but that would go poorly, and I want to get specific information from people so I can ask better questions on the later ones. He seemed like the one who should probably go first, and he volunteered anyway, so that was fine. So who would like to go next?
No, I'm going next. Just to
Very well,
get this
very well.
done with.
Step onto my bridge.
I'll step forward. Please tell me if I come within 10 feet of her.
I have to
That'd be
ask
great.
why. It doesn't look like you're going to. It looks like they're about 15 foot out, just talking.
Noted. Okay.
Okay. Pure curiosity, what was your 10-foot thing?
My brain blast thing.
Jesus Christ, you would have killed everyone.
Limit. This
Do
point,
it.
I'll be fine with that.
What is your name?
Bilgar.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? No.
I ask again, what's your name?
Jodak.
Do you have a last?
Which name do you want? I have many names.
Do you have many names?
I feel like I do.
But do you?
At this point, I'm not too sure.
I feel like you should probably have a conversation with a friend. Talk this out with them. There's
Oh,
definitely
we should.
something wrong at the moment. Regardless, you may proceed, as there was no falsehood in your statements.
I'll continue forward.
Alright then, Jodak, or whomever you are. Of individuals that you know, who would you trust to talk through this with?
Who would I trust the most, or who would I trust in general?
Who would you trust to
both.
Those are
talk through this
two
with?
very different, two very different questions.
Who would you trust with the information of yourself to help yourself?
You better fucking take Kieran.
Those that I consider my family. Or
Yes.
more recently, are you?
Continue.
I was gonna say, if you prefer someone more recently, you could say our party member that currently is not with us.
So no one here has your trust in that amount?
I did not say that.
You're implying it.
You just asked. No, you asked who would I trust. You didn't specify who all would I trust. You just
They're
asked
willing to die to save
who
your
of
ass,
my
you
party
fucking
members.
asshole.
I didn't say I didn't trust you.
I'm fucking with you.
But he's also being very specific and not naming any of you. Because she wasn't asking in specific, she was asking in general.
Very well, you may proceed, but due to the nature of how you've been answering, this last question's probably going to be a doozy. Do you proceed?
Does that? I proceed. Does
Fair
that
enough.
mean the nature of the questions changed depending on how we answer the questions?
Otherwise, what's the point?
I suppose it was just curiosity's sake. Same reason why I'm asking you questions, is it not?
It's time for your final
Did she say
question.
her-
You already asked my final question. You asked.
No, she just said
What's
the
the
next
point?
question is going to be a doozy. Oh.
I think
I'm
she gets
just-
to decide what the final question is, not you.
That's very true.
And did she ever say what her name was? I
Negative.
might have missed that. Okay.
You have... There's certainly a problem here, young one.
I
That
was
is
just hoping to
problematic.
see if I could catch you on a technicality.
No, I'm afraid not. Not in this situation.
It was worth a shot.
Not really.
I know there are some creatures that work this way.
Correct, but normally you'd have to catch them on it, and they have to be more of a lawful sort. And I'm... She does like a little hand gesture.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure what you are. And I haven't seen those other creatures either.
Excellent. So... Time for your final question.
Ragnar's over in the corner, just doing the hear no evil, speak no evil thing.
Of your immediate party, who would you trust to speak to and really open yourself up towards and have this settled? For you require assistance here, and of your options, you must select one.
Of my immediate party, that would be the dwarf that's over there.
Which way are you pointing?
Carpet, probably.
Probably towards towards the, Pegasus.
Over towards Vashnir.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Thank God.
Very well.
I'm not getting his name, of course.
You hear that? And she'll look over toward Vashnir. You have some talking that you have to do.
I was next anyway.
Okay. Take your spot next to your friend there. Don't go too far. You're still in the sky.
Can I just bring my carpet over?
No.
Wait,
Fine,
are you
you know.
floating in the sky?
Well, right now you're standing on an illusion. Quotation marks. Standing on an illusion.
Okay.
Question it.
Yes, madam?
You would like to go next, Tim?
Mm. Yes.
Okay, step on. What is your name?
Vashnia Rock Hollow.
Does that name carry any specific weight to you?
Son of a lord, madam. Third son.
So yes, but not one that you have really maybe thought about too much due to your birth. I know you dwarves have a very high care for caste and fiefs and things like that. It's all very lawful over there.
I command the armies.
I just imagine a slight shudder in the shoulders when she says it's very lawful over there.
You command. Very well. You may proceed.
Right.
So, Commander, what is your thought of those you command, and of your purpose commanding them?
I trust those who fight for me with my life, and I believe they should trust me the same.
Ragnar, give you a thumb up from the background.
I try not to fight a battle we cannot win. I try to bring all my men home.
Very well. You may proceed. Get to the end of part. Well, young lordling, I have one more question for you. It's more of a scenario, really, but I'm interested to see how you would answer it. You are aware that a threat is happening upon your land, your home. Your people, if you fail this, will be slaughtered, your family killed. Yourself as well, but that is irrelevant, honestly. The only solution you have is to take a group of people that trust you entirely and send them into something from which they have no hope of returning. How do you deal with this scenario?
With that, I would talk to the ones who are most loyal to me and see if they would join me. I would let them know the consequences. No, not consequences, but the journey ahead. Outcome.
So you would find those most willing to lay down their lives and lead them into it yourself.
Yes.
Very well.
If they wish not to come, then they don't have to. I will
Very
not force
well.
anyone.
You would try in the face of it, but you would decrease your numbers and make it less likely to succeed. Perhaps think on that slightly. Join your friends.
Alright. I'll give her a bow.
Okay, the last bipedal one over there. Orc. Half orc.
Ragnar
whatever you are.
gives Basher a pat on the back. Brings back to pretend we aren't here.
Okay, let me talk to myself for a minute here.
I'm just giving her his.
I wish I was here.
I'm happy you weren't here.
It would have been fun if I was here.
Alright.
That's exactly why I'm happy you're not here.
Well, young one, what's your name? A Frick Trinket. Is it? No. I think that's about the only thing I need to do for that. The party will probably talk with that more. Move along. He moves forward. And what's your reason to going to Raktesh? To meet with my father and settle a dispute. Are you seeking anything from this in the end? What does it go after that? He'll remain silent. I see. carry on. Last question. What's more important? Your faith or your family? He'll think for a moment. And then he'll say faith. And then she'll retort back. Join your companions. It's oddly difficult to talk with you on this. I wonder why. Right. Don't think I've forgotten you, quadruped. Step upon my bridge. Barnabas will step upon the bridge. What?
Grab the carpet.
What?
I'll handle that in a moment. What is your name? Very well, continue. What is your quest? That could certainly be a little bit more dynamic, but I suppose that's fine. And what is your opinion on that aspect? And then Barnabas will plummet downward. And then unfurl wings and flap. And
Oh, thank God.
very well, you may rejoin your group, you liar.
He just straight up lied.
Stay over there, allow me to regain you to acquire your carpet. And then they'll float over there and take the carpet over to where you guys are and just kind of toss it on the nut ground. There you are.
The not ground.
What was the point of this?
Ragnar just
Oh,
puts it back on the carpet.
I am working on becoming a therapist.
Ragnar gives a thumb up in the background.
You could have started with that.
Enjoy your
you
day. And once you're all on something that can fly and doing the correct necessary flying things, the world, quote unquote, around you disappears, and it's back to sky with ground way the fuck down there. And then they just kind of teeter off into the distance.
Should have asked her for her name.
You missed your chance.
Well, we know this is her airspace, so I guess you can just fly through here again if you want to meet her.
I'm just gonna try to proc the random encounter by going between the same two places a few times. Don't worry about me.
Continue onward.
We've all done that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys may continue.
And
Unless anyone has anything to say to anyone else.
kind of feel like landing here.
So his parents
And I'm not letting.
got to.
I forgot your name, Ragnar. I'm making a decision, so I'm gonna land the carpet.
Oh yeah, they're like.
If he tries to
They're
land the carpet,
on
I will
that
go and
one?
grab him by his shoulder and say,
They're
no.
like for that Mexican party. where
You
they
made
turned
your
50,
choice.
like,
And
Quincy.
it's
No.
my
Anna.
turn.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's my turn. Carpet's in the portable hole.
You're still going
good,
downward.
because I don't. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I just don't.
He's
wouldn't
trying to
have
stop you
it.
from going downward at all, so you haven't landed yet.
No fighting on the carpet. What's going on?
Yeah.
Trinket will pipe
Why
up.
are you going down?
Really?
The air is unsafe.
The ground's
Really?
far more unsafe. Go
Well,
back
it's
to
up
You
there,
lied
talking
once
about
to her.
she's
She would have
so
dropped
they
you
go to-
to the ground.
I don't care.
Where he was from and his
Guys
family
must
they
sit
got
the ground.
You
Um,
say,
was
don't make
good.
deals with hags.
Okay,
And then
if I
when
let
you
him
meet
take
one,
off
you
Steve
start dealing
and
with her.
Isabella and they go visit in Mexico.
This doesn't.
Stay in the air. Stay.
No.
Like
Stay.
what part it is.
There.
but
They're safe.
I
Run
trust
back.
Jack.
Medina, want to grab the background noise for just a little bit so they can have their...
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay,
I
now,
don't have anything to knock him unconscious.
try,
I'm still looking for
I
something.
wasn't able to catch most of that.
We're going to the ground.
Don't go to the ground.
To walk.
No.
Yeah, that's most of it.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay,
I'm
so
in
you want to
control.
walk on the ground,
Carpet.
and you don't want to walk on the ground. Vashnia, ground or no? After I tell him that I can't do the background noise. God damn.
Is this still like the cursed area?
No, you guys, you're in
Area
Salika.
isn't cursed.
The area
is
itself
land of
isn't
curses.
cursed. This is just how the country works. It's not
Yes,
like the
it's a lot of
Forbidden Zone
curses.
where if you step wrong and there's a thing there,
You're
it'll
eat-
flunk and you're done.
How long have we been flying for? Do we know?
week.
I think I said that it's been a few days, if not a week, yeah.
We could land and take a short rest.
Why?
You want to-
Why? You just
to
want to bypass the entire country?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We've already interacted
Yes.
with some of the citizens.
Yes.
Why not just
Dylan,
interact
let
with
people
all
talk.
of them?
You're just
Being in the air is
staring right at your
far
face.
more dangerous.
Ground is unsafe.
I think we'll be okay. There shouldn't be any inspiring therapists in the ground, maybe. Or there are.
Even if there are, they can't drop us from however many feet up in the air.
Well, I think that that's probably going to be a pretty unique trait.
Probably. They might have something else. Like they want to see how long you can last being on fire.
Okay, no, I'm
Or-
gonna say this. I cannot go on another create food and water ration day. I want to find a sandwich that tastes like sandwich.
Thank you.
Fun with that.
Round it is.
Vashnia, final call is yours.
I could use some good hunting.
Alright. I am sorry, Ragnar, you are outvoted. Take her down, Jodak.
Gladly.
Do my call.
Okay.
We can just knock you unconscious for the trip,
Stop threatening to knock
Scratch and
people
die.
unconscious.
and then you won't have to deal with anyone.
Try it
more.
and die.
Okay, so I have this neat set of healing armor. I think I'll be fine.
You can continue this conversation on the ground. I think I see a village over there.
I'm just going to start navigating towards the village. If we're still in the air, downward slope towards it.
Yep. You guys land on the outskirts of a village. Looking around, this isn't like a big trade hub or port or anything like that. It looks just to be a collection of a few houses. Just kind of, with people kind of milling about. You do hear like the clanging that sounds like it's from like a smith of some report. Other than that, you can see what a larger building, with quotation marks, because everything's very naturalistic here. Most buildings are like a big ass rock or tree or hillside, things like that.
They got hobbit holes.
Yeah. Who would have
I
thunk?
wish-
The halflings have hobbit holes.
I wish to do an insight check upon all the surrounding areas of rock. Large
wish?
chunks of rock.
To
To
incite
find one.
the rock.
Yes. I want to find one that doesn't look like it's already had like somebody's house.
Okay.
Or someone.
You may incite the rock.
20.
The rock is a rock.
Actually, that's 21.
The rock is still a rock.
Does this look like somebody's house, Eric?
It doesn't look like a house. It looks like a rock.
Look like someone lives here.
There's no windows, there's no doors, it's just a rock.
Old person.
You can hop on and ride that baby for miles.
Would you prefer if I did a perception check or something?
You can make whatever check you want. It's a rock.
So it does not and otherwise look like it's owned by anyone else.
No, it doesn't look like it's owned by anyone else. Why would you like to claim a house here? Set down roots and remove.
Meld into stone. I go to hide.
So you just... How long does that last?
8 hours.
And you're pretty much stationary during the entire time, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. So you all land. I'm about to say this sentence. Ragnar finds a decent-sized rock. Goes over to it. Embraces the rock. Becomes one with the rock.
What are you doing?
I have no idea what that was, but now I'm scared.
No, he disappeared into the rock. That's what meld with stone does. He became the rock.
Ragnar, are you okay? Why'd you do that? Can you hear me? Buddy? Uh-oh.
Put up a hole in the ground, drop the rock inside.
Hold on. I'm just gonna mark where that was so we can find it later. See if he's okay. After my goddamn sandwich. Okay? Okay. I'll go find, like, a different rock, and just because marking rock on rock makes mark, kind of mark, like, this general area type thing on the side. Okay. Why did he do that?
I don't know. I
mean, I understand. It makes sense. Be scared of this area. But so far, the only encounter we've had is someone who... I don't know how to describe the encounter we just had. Kind of
Overly
at a
friendly,
loss.
nice woman studying to be therapist.
They're getting... what's the word for examples of stuff in an active environment?
Sampling.
Sure.
Experience?
Yes, thank you,
Screaming.
Rock. Wait, what? Wait,
I
hey,
could talk?
hey.
No, seriously, I wasn't aware I could actually talk while
I
in this
think you
state.
can shove your head out.
Yeah.
There's three
I
of
was
us,
unaware of
and we
that.
just
I was
make
what I
us
actually said something.
think our minds. I can't think what's his name anymore, actually.
You
Right
go
then,
make deals.
what,
I'm
sandwich?
not doing that. I'm fine on pancake bread.
Okay. Are you guys heading into town, and what are you looking for?
Some restaurant for some real food.
The tavern.
That works.
All right. You head into the tavern, and it's the most peculiar thing you'd think you've ever seen. On the stage, there are 15 people, each doing different things. It looks like they all decided to pay for their meal with a song,
Are they all singing at once?
and they are all singing at once.
Are they all singing different songs?
Absolutely. It is cacophonous. Additionally, off to the side, you can see somebody building a table.
Yeah, that one makes sense.
You also see approximately 17 guards.
I don't know if I like this place or not. Anyway, let's just head on in.
Heading over to the counter. Barkeep will kind of swivel around to look at the group heading in. And then go, "Hi there, what can I get for you?"
Any chance you can, get us a decent meal?
A decent
Kinda been
meal
traveling
for all
a
of you?
while.
Yeah, that can be done. What else? If anything, want an overnight here? We got rooms upstairs.
Okay.
I don't want to sleep on the carpet at the moment. Someone farts in their sleep, and I know who.
Wait, who? Wait, it's not you? Oh. Okay, then yes, a couple rooms for the night would be as well.
Couple of rooms, you find up to 2? Yeah, I'd imagine. Maybe. Sure, why not? And a meal for all of you. Drinks too,
Drinks as well.
right? And what do you have to offer in exchange for all these services and goods? I'm curious, because as you can see, or hear, people are already doing a variety of things today.
Well, I'm
Or would you like for me to give you a quest that you didn't have to do afterwards? Basically, those are your options. Make a suggestion,
we hear the
or I'll tell you
quest
something
and then we
after.
have to do it.
Basically, you make your suggestion, I can accept that. You're new here, aren't you? And if you don't, then afterwards I'm gonna tell you to do something, you have to do it, return to me, and then we're fine.
Okay. Well, I'm a sort of fortune teller. I could read your future or bless your future.
Ooh,
if you
you're
prefer.
providing entertainment? Oh, specifically for me too? Ooh.
Specifically for you.
But what about everybody else? You gonna do it for them too? To give my starving musicians over there something to do afterward, or just for me? So I can feel special and powerful.
That depends on what you prefer. I could just do it for you. Doing it for you is for you. It'd be much easier than doing it for a large group. Because fortunes are rather personal.
It would be
You
a
wouldn't
lot
want
easier,
everyone
wouldn't
to
it?
know about your
No.
future.
Hang on. It would be a lot easier, wouldn't it, just for me? So I'll say this. If you do fortunes for those people whenever they get done, and myself, then I'm not gonna make the rest of your group have to do anything.
How many people is that? 8?
There's a lot of them over there, but not all of them are going to. Some of them are of the mind that fortunes are evil, especially in a land full of hags. That said, if you
make a
accidentally
fair
tell the
point.
fortune of a hag and they get upset and turn the tables on you, that's not my fault.
Do any of them happen to be hags?
He'll shrug.
All right.
Rocky's asleep in his rock.
I don't think you're asleep. Because I'm pretty sure it's a concentration spell, isn't it?
It's not.
It's a duration. You're not asleep.
It's just a duration.
That you can't get comfortable like that.
Why ever can't I?
Because of the rock mites.
Why ever can't I? I'm a dwarf.
That's
Rock
racist.
is wonderful. Rock is wonderful. I'm asleep.
And sleep at the foot of your rock. That's fine.
I'm asleep in my rock. Nice and safe.
So he's off living on rations and determination.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, so this is what I did back in that, was it? Oh,
Well, for the rest of you,
I don't know.
what type of foodstuffs and drinks are you looking for? Some strong stuff, some nice, like, fruit juice, stuff like that? Your rooms are moderate quality, so your food can be just about whatever it is you want if I happen to have it. No one has any preferences?
I prefer just a fruit juice.
A fruit juice? Okay, what's your food?
What do you have?
A lot. Well, make a suggestion, I'll see if I have it. Please be vague, be like meat or vegetables. Things like that.
Whatever you prefer.
Whatever I
What you would normally make for yourself. I'm into trying new cuisines when I go places.
Very well. I think I have the means to get something that I would have as a youth. That's fine. You, Master Dwarf.
Boys.
What'd you say?
What were the options again?
Just make a suggestion. If he has it, he'll make it. They also have alcohol or, like, normal drinks.
I'll take some ale.
Ale and...
Just some Got some meat, I guess.
Okay. A little vague, but you seem the hardy type, so I think I'll go with that. You Master Orc. Go for meat, and I don't really care. Just anything sandwich. Okay.
Really
Take a
want
table.
that
I think that
sandwich.
one over there is open. I'll have it over to you in a while. What'd you say?
I was thinking to Trinket. You really wanted that sandwich, didn't you?
Want a goddamn sandwich. Just want to hold it. I want to eat it, and I want it to not taste bad.
You could have. Okay, that's a sticking point. Not tasting bad.
Well, not that its stuff tastes bad. It's just I can't
Bland.
seem to leave the
Doesn't
accent that I
taste.
gave the bartender. But I don't. It doesn't. It's just bad taste.
That's understandable. It's understandable. I'm just going to go take a seat at the table.
Yep. After some time, he'll come over with what you guys wanted. Vashner, it appears you get like a brisket-looking thing of some sort. Trinket gets sandwich. And Jodak, what you receive is essentially like a slightly more robust form of ratatouille. It's mainly vegetables, but there's just little bits of like a sausage here or there.
That's that. Wait.
I guess so.
Oh.
Give you a nod. Don't forget about your fortune after this, and fortunes for them too.
Well, not. Did you want a fortune? Or did you want your future blessed? Not blessed. That's not the word. Changed. It's the word.
You're gonna be doing your thing. I've already agreed to it. Just don't screw me.
Try not to. Actually, I don't get a choice in that matter.
Make an insight check here, Jodak.
I am. Insight. Does that matter?
Maybe.
Give me a second. I'm trying to see if insight's on the Illiger thing.
No.
No, it's not. I get an extra D6 that I know I probably failed. I'm using my psychic die. That's still just a 1.
Oh,
That's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
You just have a moment where you think, it's probably spirit of the agreement instead of letter of the agreement. That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Spirit of the agreement. So. Okay, that makes sense.
Does anybody have anything they want to talk to each other about over food?
That's a good, nice chance of pace. Wouldn't you think?
It's nice to be off the carpet. I'm sure Barnabas appreciates it as well.
If Artemis
I bet.
speak? Because he somehow spoke to the tag to answer her questions, right?
In my head.
I thought he was just mute or made the noise of whatever animal he currently was.
Telepathic.
I mean, I'm telepathic, so I should know about telepathy, but I've never thought to read his mind. By the way, did you get him food?
Doesn't really
Oh,
eat.
just-
And he's a horse now, so like, there's no hunt.
Just grain, grass.
And that he doesn't care about that. He misses his fangs.
Sorry, buddy.
Well then, forget. I've been meaning to ask. What do you think about fortune telling?
I think I've already had it done once. Why?
Do you want to give it a try? That's why I just slide
As
a deck
in
of
me
cards
tell
towards him.
fortunes?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's a relatively simple process.
Yeah, wait, is this your way of saying you want your fortune told, but no one else's but you can't, like, give it to yourself or something?
I could tell my own fortune.
I feel like that's cheating.
It is.
I can do
That's why I
this.
don't do it.
I can do this thing if you want, but it's still basically gonna be you explaining what these things are, but it'll be my hands that control the draw.
Exactly. What I was saying is, this would be a great place to practice. If you wanted to give it a try.
I mean, I suppose I can. I did give you a thing. So just
I'm not saying. I mean, this country would be a great place to practice.
well, yeah, I'm sure, but I think that
Everyone
this
does
this
trades
one
in
here is mainly
here.
for you, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Can't
Daddy.
get out of that.
All right. I guess I think it's like 6 or something that you have to pick. I'll get it all shuffled and let you do your 6.
Not 6.
No.
Depends on what fortune you're doing. I'm not doing a fortune now. Definitely not. That would be a bad idea. Because I'm talking about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You ever heard "ask and you shall receive"? Or what is it? Look into the future.
Jodak, I have shuffled
Looking
this
into the
deck,
future, change to the future.
and now I'm gonna have you pick these cards, and then I'm just gonna tell you what they are, and then you're gonna know what they mean. Okay?
All right. Okay.
So, using terms like from the bottom or from the top, go ahead and get your 6 cards.
One from 1/8 of the way from the top. Why 6?
Don't use fractions. Give me numbers.
6 cards. I'm telling you. Okay. 18 from the top. 14 from the bottom. 13 from
Hold on,
the
I need to
middle.
count to 18. It takes time.
How many cards did I give you?
Okay. That's 1 card. Then I think I said 14 from the bottom.
14 from the bottom. There are 57 cards in total, I think. Did I hand you the right deck? Might have handed you the burnt deck.
Okay. Next.
The very top,
The very top card.
the very bottom card.
The very bottom card.
Whatever card's in the middle.
I don't know middle. I can guess randomly, but I feel like that's a bad idea.
That'll be fine.
Are you
I'll
sure?
keep both of those 2 cards from the middle, whatever they are.
Okay. The first card that they flip is a lover's card.
That's not bad. I'm going to tell you what that means.
Please do, because I do not know.
I currently do not remember. There it is, lovers. Bound by tradition. What is tried and true is valued. Or can represent knowledge or a spiritual guide. That is the Hierophant, not the lovers. Lovers is harmony, trust, and confidence and strength. That's it.
Okay. That all you got for that one?
I mean, I can tell my own fortune.
Well, you need to tell your
I
own
very well
fortune,
could.
but I just... No, I picked... I touched the deck. It makes it different.
Doesn't make it different though.
You know it does.
I suppose it does. Everything makes a difference.
So that's your first card. Here's your second card. They give you the Fool.
That is not such a good sign. Compare with the Lovers. Because it's the Fool, that essentially means my perception is false. And it comes after Lovers, so my perception is false towards the ones that I trust. Or towards my own spiritual guide.
Ready for your third one?
Yes.
He flips out the Hanged Man. I don't know what this means.
The Hanged Man refers to self-sacrifice. Which would essentially mean I am sacrificed myself towards a false belief in trust.
You ready for your fourth?
No.
Oh, wait. How about now?
Over with.
Okay, fourth. They flip over Strength.
How did you select these cards, Eric?
Doesn't matter. I just used your numbers.
I suppose you did. I'm just...
You sound upset.
I realized I didn't tell my own fortune for a reason. Because I did not want to know what it was going to be.
Before card 4 is Strength.
There's strength. I needed to find strength in my index so I knew what it was.
You told the NPC character controlled by me, hey, would you like to learn fortunes? And didn't think I would immediately... Oh, fine. Here you go.
Yeah, but why 6?
Because...
Great deal. Strength, blah, blah, blah. Strength, compassion, relationship between... A great deal of inner strength that radiates power. Along with that power, there is also compassion. Thus, the relationship between the woman and the lion is not one of force, but balance between them.
Would you like for me to repeat the order so far?
I'm just trying to relate the order to something, with me. Balance? Perhaps my own sense of balance?
Are you ready?
Oh, so.
The next
what's
one
the card?
is an Inverse Justice.
An inverse justice? Isn't justice the one with the...
I don't know.
It's the unfair judgment. It's unfair in all ways. Yeah, it could be. That is what justice means in this position. Unfair. So
And,
unfair strength. I could relate it to everything else, but that's not my job. That's
and
yours.
you ready for the last one?
Last one. Yes, go ahead.
It is High Priestess.
The High Priestess. Is it in the normal position or
Yeah.
reverse position?
Normal. So if you were the one that gave that to someone else, what would all these things mean together?
I need to get them in order. I should probably have written it down. That would have helped.
You really should have.
High Priestess. My pen doesn't work. High Justice. Before that was what? The Lion one. Strength.
It went Lovers, Fool, Hanged Man, Strength, Upside Down Justice, and High Priestess.
If I were to give this reading to someone else, what would it mean? That is reversed. It should not be reversed. It would mean they have, how do you say, lost their way? They're fighting for a cause they don't believe in based on trust that they shouldn't have. As in, they trust someone or something that they shouldn't. They shouldn't have put their trust in that person or that thing. With the strength card there, it's probably an irreversible situation. Getting one. Inverse justice, an irreversible, unfair situation. That intuitively, unconsciously, they know isn't fair. No will affect them to a great deal, but carry through anyway.
I feel like this has inspired a sense of dread within you.
I seem to only give bad fortunes to everyone, including myself. It's made me rethink some things. Let's just say that.
Well, that'll probably give you a not very nice conversation with Vashni earlier, or later, or whenever it is you guys have your talk. Is it okay if I get the other room, by the way, since we got two, and the other guy, I'm guessing, is camping outside?
Are you okay with sharing a room with him on the off chance he comes back?
Yeah, that's fine. It's just, I'm kind of hedging my bets.
Yeah. I have no problem with that.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do over food?
How's it taste?
It's pretty good.
He said it was a really beefy ratatouille.
More robust, but yeah. Normally it's basically just vegetables.
Yep.
And other stuff.
I've got nothing else.
Alright.
Forget that's when I mentioned his name. We will not bring it up.
Okie dokie. Since you have a different fortune to work out, I'm going to just assume you go do your fortune teller work and everything's basically okay, so that can sit there and ruminate for just a little while longer.
Good question, though. You know seals for the Yorker?
Yeah.
You make them visible?
No.
Man. Okay.
Yep, only you know they're there.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
With you going and telling the fortune of a bunch of other people. They then
It's
kind of
probably much simpler than mine.
peter off and go wherever it is they go for the night. And you may retire to your room.
Wait, wasn't he supposed to do it for them and the barkeep?
Yeah, they did. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. He's coming back upstairs a lot later than everybody else.
Man, I wanted to see the barkeeps.
Not this time.
Oh, for curiosity's sake.
Now,
What did the
curiosity.
barkeep want to know about?
I think Eric is being nicer because you do tend to have bad fortunes only ever.
No, he'd
I
be fine.
know.
He'd be fine.
Oh, okay.
It might just be because I'm pessimistic and I'm looking at everything, bad way.
Oh.
You retire to your rooms.
How late in the day is it right now?
It's like late evening, nighttime.
Gotcha.
The appropriate time to be going to sleep. Or be thinking about going to sleep.
Checking in. Has Ragnar shown up?
No, I think he's just kinda living outside near his rock for the moment. Vashnir, are you going to take Therapy Hag's advice? Or Jodak, are you going to take Therapy Hag's advice? Either one.
It's therapy hack advice. You didn't say we had to, so. Oh. I'm just gonna go straight on to sleep. As long as I'm not disturbed.
Exit. Oh shit, I'm trying to remember what.
Basically, it came up that things were greatly troubling Jodak, and he needed somebody to talk with them about. Because his sense of self is kind of waning.
Oh shit. I thought you meant like the last thing she said.
No, I'm just giving you a
Yeah,
summary.
yeah.
He's calling himself
I could do
by
that.
the guy you killed's name and doing weird shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did forget that was the guy's name. That's what I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go check on him.
You're sharing a room.
You're sleeping in the same room.
Oh, okay. So, is it just us two in the room right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Geodeck. Hello?
Did you need something? Inner strength, focus, compassion.
You feeling alright?
He's just going over his fortune. He's terrified.
Just double checking, make sure everything's alright.
Did I hear the fortune? I don't know how far away I was
Yeah,
sitting from him.
you were all on the same table.
Okay.
The fourth card was
What was the fourth card?
inverse justice, actually.
Boom.
Or was it the fifth card? I lost
No,
track.
fourth? Okay, here's what the cards were in orders. First, lovers. Second,
Lovers.
fool. Third,
Fool.
hanged man. Fourth,
And man, that's what I
strength.
forgot.
Fifth, justice the wrong way. And sixth, high priestess. Got it this time?
Yep. That in my notes. Got it. So, did you need something last year?
Earlier, you said your name wasn't Jodak.
No, I am Joe Deck.
On the bridge. On the bridge. To the lady. You said you had multiple names. It happened
was-
to be the guy that we, or that you, stupefied?
I
Mind
affectionately
melted?
like to call it brain blast. It just has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Out of the ones that got brain blasted, that would have had to been you.
Wait, what? Yeah.
You missed the top of your head. He didn't.
I wasn't missing the top of my head. My head was fine.
Didn't he?
Oh, he
he
did.
not like have the top of his head like skull was like fucked up?
Yes.
Oh yeah, my skull was, but I didn't show you.
Oh, he knew.
Oh wait.
You do.
Yeah, we do. I thought we bandaged you up.
You did.
We all
Yep.
knew it was there.
I didn't want to tell you.
He just didn't talk about it.
But you're calling yourself Jodak, and what was his name?
Vilgar.
Raktesh? Vilgar.
Silgar.
You
I'm
said you're a
just
boat.
testing this situation. You know, you didn't
doesn't seem like
exactly
you.
explain anything. What do you mean it doesn't, seem like
seem.
him? That's exactly what I would have done in such a situation. I think.
You think. You think.
I mean, the only time I've ever been in this situation is now. So, considering that's how I decide to react, I assume that's how I would react normally. This makes
In
sense.
this. Not really.
Okay. Let's put this in another way. If you suddenly gain the ability to breathe underwater, and then you're thrown underwater, would you not try to hold your breath the first time? Because that's what you're used to doing. You wouldn't naturally try to, breathe. This is my
I
first
guess you're
time
right on
being
that.
interrogated like this, so naturally I would repel against being interrogated. Rebel?
In the
Probably.
situation we were just in, I probably wouldn't have, since we were standing on nothing. Essentially.
That's a very fair point.
And
You did show that you
You're
just
fortunate.
drop us at any time.
yes.
You liar.
And and this fortune again.
Yeah, we fortunate.
I'm not familiar with them as much as you are. How truthful are they?
Usually it's up to interpretation.
To be fair, I just want to interject. To be fair,
Yeah.
he did give a fortune to Matt's character that he would get eaten, and then he did get eaten.
That wasn't actually to Matt's character. That was to Matt after the fact. He didn't ask for one in
Okay.
character.
That's something that they did for funsies after
Oh,
the
was it?
session.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I
There
thought
was
that
the one
actually
to Dylan's character. That said,
Yeah, and then that
the
happened right
choices
afterward.
will decide how it will happen. And he made the choice to stay away from everyone else and go on the bottom of the boat.
And then he was killed.
And then he died.
So far,
It's
doing pretty
been
well.
Pretty accurate. I just wanted to throw that out there. I didn't mean to be that guy, but I just wanted to throw that out there that it's been pretty accurate thus far, so much as you've seen. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Typically, it's up to interpretation. I can't, claim to have 100% accuracy with everything. But
You seem to be
usually
taken
in
back when it said
general
self-sacrifice.
You talked over one another.
I was saying, you seem to be a little taken back when my card mentioned self-sacrifice. Did I get that right?
Well, yes, it's not a card I typically see too often. Because there's no other way to describe this card. It's not so much up for interpretation. Usually, you're sacrificing yourself for someone else, or something else, or for a cause, or you're being released from something that's tied you down. It's really the opposite of what you would think the card is. It's more released than being tied down.
Yes, but You're soon becoming two people. You have two names now, apparently.
No,
How
I'm
would that work?
just Dodak. I only have the one name.
Is that what you told
I
the
mean-
hag?
I was testing the waters, is all. There are some beings I know of that, I'd say, you don't want to give too much information to. Because they can use it in very not friendly ways.
Those bodies we saw, out of character. Those bodies we saw, but they look like the other guy.
Oh yeah, all in various shapes and forms, but yeah.
You also went to the hideout, which you said you never been to before, but you've been to it. The bodies were the other guy.
Right.
How would you, Jodak, know that? Do I know that he got his memories?
I don't think he ever explained that part.
No.
Yeah.
I
So how
did
could
tell
it
you
be
that I have, I'm a psychic, right? I call myself a fortune teller, but psychic is more appropriate. So, what do you think the guy was thinking about as he was about to go, off himself to run away? Clearly, he was thinking about his hideout. I just caught on to that and found the location. Simple as that. People subconsciously think about, what they plan ahead. In the right situation, I just can be a passenger to those thoughts. Tag along.
seems to me sort of tagging along with you?
See, I've only used this once. I've only done it once. I might have gone in a little bit too deep. Looked at a
Seeing as you
little
lost your
bit too
head,
much.
yes.
Yeah.
What happens when you go too deep? Do you know?
No? I mean, why would I know? I just said I've only tried it once.
Have you not been
Because I
around other
don't
psychics?
I know of a few, but I haven't asked about it. You don't want to reveal your tricks of the trade, after all. It's kind of a learning experience, a trial by fire, if you will.
Or something like that, you might want to have some more information on.
That would be beneficial, I would think.
So I'd see if we ever find one on our journey. Should probably ask what are the consequences of going too deep, as you say.
I may ask, I may not, depends on whether I remember or not.
I'll try my best
Can I
to
just
remember
rhyme
as
not
well.
with not? No, don't do that.
I need to make sure you're still you.
If I was not me, then I would have fallen through that bridge. Because, like you said, any lie would have been discovered. And I told the truth. I am Jodak.
You weren't lying. You said you were Jodek and the other guy.
You don't know which answer she accepted. She might have just accepted Jodak.
You said two names. She accepted both.
I gave 3 answers. It sounds like she accepted all 3.
So you're still not lying.
Then again, she could just accept one.
He dropped Bartimus when he lied. I don't know what he said, but he lied.
You could probably,
Luckily, he can
ask him.
fly.
That would be helpful. Especially since you have a psychic link to him, apparently.
Is he close enough for me to ask him?
No, but I imagine you would have asked him after the immediate incident.
What did he
Which,
lie about?
basically, it was a question of... I don't remember the exact question. What the hell is the question? Oh, what's the question?
How do you feel about this
How do
situation?
you feel about who you're or how do you feel about serving the one you're serving or something like
I
that?
don't think it was that. It
I think
it was
situation.
more toward the situation.
Something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Basically, it was, how do you feel about your current situation there? To which they replied something, and it was obviously a lie. Asking what it was, because in order for this to really be accurate, I need the context of the thing, because it was a lie, but it wasn't like a wrong lie that it's gonna make it sound like.
It was a one word. It was like, it was his first answer, correct?
Yes. So,
That's what I was just wanting to know.
yeah.
As soon as he lied, he was dropped. You were not.
You did ask additional questions. Yes. Are you sure? Afterwards. And I, however, was not dropped, which means she does not necessarily drop you on the first answer.
There is truth into your answer.
You have a better memory than I thought you did.
You have to have some memory to be a leader, right?
I don't know. I've known some pretty dumb leaders.
A good leader.
I mean,
That's
anyone
fair
can be a
enough.
leader. No one doesn't specify that you have to be a good leader. Not all leaders care about who they're leading. They care about getting the job done.
Do I seem like one of those?
Not particularly, no.
If I was, I probably wouldn't be here asking you right now, would I?
That's debatable. Some people ask questions out of curiosity. Simply to know
What?
the answer. Simply to finish their puzzle.
Could you repeat that real quick?
I said some people just ask questions out of curiosity. Simply to know the answer. Simply to complete their puzzle. Put everything in its place. Others actually care about the questions they're asking. You can
For
only
me, it's
assume
both.
you're the latter.
For me, it's a bit of both. For companions, we protect each other. They need to make sure you're all right.
I am perfectly fine. My notes are weird.
All notes are weird.
I just guess that's the nature of notes.
I had a note for Kieran called "Be Goo Dude." I have no idea what that means.
Bigoo, my dude.
I don't know what that means. But it's on a piece of paper over there. I don't know what it means.
They're having a conversation. Shush.
Well, if you say so. If you feel your mind is wavering, be sure to let me know. And if we do meet a psychic, we'll be sure to ask them the same questions. Without going too deep.
Understood.
All
If
right.
I ever feel like I've lost my mind, I'll let you know.
That's the tricky part. How would you know?
I feel like I'd know. Actually, considering I keep re-upping the psychic link we carry between us, you would probably know as well. You know, I hold up a little psychic link card. That thing.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to this now. All right.
Got it. Now, I can go to sleep now. It's been a long day. Flying, fortunes being told.
It's been a long couple weeks. Yes. I guess it's good to get some rest.
All right. You guys have some rest. The morning comes, you guys recollect yourselves, meet near the boulder that your dwarf friend has claimed as his home. Get the carpet straightened out. Barnabas all stretched out. And you guys continue your trip? Unless there's any reason not to. Speak now, or forever hold your peace.
We could walk the rest of the way, see the sights.
The carpet's faster. But you could if you want to walk. If the group wants to walk, I have a feeling that it's not the case. Dylan, you still alive?
Can you hear me?
Free reign.
All right.
Reign.
Sorry, I apparently muted myself.
All right. Carpet is faster.
About
Take back to the
how
skies.
far are we from the next destination?
Your actual destination, asking around. At your rate of travel, you can get there within a few days, assuming it's carpet-wise. Otherwise, it might take longer because land is treacherous sometimes. Just like traversing it, getting around bogs, things like that.
Yeah, I feel like flying's better.
Thank you.
All right. Let me get the rolls out for the last leg of your journey. Understood. And understood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The last few days actually passed without incident.
Yay.
It does kind of rain one of those days, and having no cover, it's kind of miserable. But nothing of particular note that can't be fixed with some prestidigitation.
Much use of prestidigitation occurs on those days.
And now you guys are in a port city. Much akin to the one you guys ran into in Diakov. It's not like the largest of towns. It has amenities. This one, however, well, the last one was connected to a big-ass river that you really couldn't see the end of. So this one looks the same. It just feels slightly different because this is ocean.
Ocean?
Ocean.
Feels the same because we just can't see the other side.
Yeah. But the river has a certain, like, feel to it. Something that, like, a sixth sense is kind of, like, picking up on. This, however, is an ocean.
Fun.
Are there any boats in the harbor?
There are boats.
Well then, do you want to walk through the city? At
No.
least see a little bit of the country while we're still here?
No.
I'll take the silence as a yes. And
No.
we'll go start
He said
landing
no
outside
twice.
the city.
He said no thrice.
I let him wander off on his own.
Well, there's not like
Fairly well, friend.
the best of landing pads. You are better off putting the carpet down here, putting it in the hole, and then walking the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Just mechanically. Okie dokie. You head to the port. There are people offloading goods. Some of them are like trying to get people sign up for X voyage to place. A lot of them aren't going where you're going. They're heading into like areas in Bellinue and stuff like that. You do find some ships that are heading northward though.
Alright, I'll talk to the dockmaster and see which, and ask which ships are heading that way. Like, what are they carrying?
Okay. Go around over to the dockmaster. Halfling looks up. Let's see here. Heading northward, we got... Well, there's only really one that actually can take on additional people. It's a bit bigger than a skiff, still a bit of a smaller vessel. This is one of those angrily named ships. It's the Sea God's Wrath.
Son of a bitch.
It's probably a puny
Is there a
thing.
story behind that name?
I don't know. Ask your captain. She's located over there. If you want to go, say hi.
I'll go over there and talk to her.
Follow him along.
Talks to the boat.
Where have you been? Will you crash for us, on us?
Looking it over, this is a mostly halfling crew. They're just kind of tottering around doing things. They seem to be loading in some basic, like, goods and stuff. Talking to a... you do find a person kind of standing near the gangplank with just a clipboard jotting down stuff that they're bringing on.
Yes, hello. I'd like to speak to the captain, please.
Want to talk to the captain? Can I ask why real quick?
We're looking for travels.
Alright, and for how many? So I can inform them better.
Or
How many do you have in our party right now?
There's 4
Five or
bipedal
six.
people and Barnabas.
Or 5 companions total. I have.
Is that
I have my
including your
mount.
Pegasus? Alright. Alright, I'll go grab them. They run up the gangplank. Moments later, somebody else comes down, of course, with a hat, because they must.
is it the same person?
No.
Okay.
You're looking to charter my ship.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Just going to the same destination we are, north of here. On the other
That'd be
side of the
correct.
Forbidden Land. Fair enough. How you planning on earning your keep?
We have some healers amongst us.
Well, that's just mercenary work.
And now healers as in medics.
Well, yeah, that's still just mercenary work. There's so many people with magical healing, it's less of a... You understand what I mean, right?
Very well.
Unless you've got, like, super duper high tier heal spell level things, I think that, for the most part, you just can't sign yourself up as a guard and ask support if something bad happens.
How dangerous these seas you're gonna travel?
That's actually the sticking point. We're heading toward Raktesh, and every now and then they'll send something down the river, and they'll be raiding over there. They have not dropped that part of that culture yet, and I don't suspect they shall.
I'm pretty sure with my group, you won't have too much to worry about.
Very well. We shouldn't be sailing outside of sight, out of sight of land, anyway. Just a quick jaunt up the coast. Well, we might go a bit far whenever we hit Forbidden Zone, but that's just because weird, floopy things.
So, why name your ship the Sea God's Wrath, by the way? May I ask?
Honestly, I won her in a bet. And I didn't ask. I was really excited that I got a free ship. And then it was already
Such
on
an honest
there,
name.
and to fix it would have meant that I had to do something for somebody who could do carpentry things, and it just wasn't worth my time. So what?
Yeah, such an ominous. Is that the right word?
Ominous?
Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's done
Yes.
pretty well so far. I think somebody just wanted it to seem more impressive than it was.
So how well equipped is your ship, by the way?
We've got one Scorpion fore, and one Scorpion aft, and that's it.
Do I know what that is?
Scorpion's just like a smaller ballista.
Gotcha.
It's like what you think of whenever you think of just like the box on a stand that can swivel.
Alright.
She's mainly fast.
So, when is the ship heading that way?
We were gonna take off in the morning. There's some basic quarters on the board if you would want to do that.
Alright, we should let my party know.
So confirm you're going on as mercenary work, playing guard. And then that's your thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Hope to not use your services. If we do, hope you do well.
If it comes down to it, I'm sure we will.
Ow. Nothing.
Alright. Let's go find the others.
Get everybody together. Head on to the ship. And I guess fall asleep in some hammocks. The next day, early morning, there's a commotion. You guys really aren't bothered to, like, go move things on the boat. But everybody else gets it all set together. And they cast off. There's some travel time. Just because traveling. If you guys have anything in particular you want to work on. Other than that, I just roll occurrences.
I think I start on my fishing kit.
You could work on your fishing kit.
Teach your cat about fortune telling.
You try to teach.
I
He
don't
doesn't.
do that.
He doesn't really seem to be picking it up. There seems to be some part deep inside of him that's wary of it, and it just doesn't really. It doesn't stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fishing.
Okay. Let me see if anything happens. Okay. A while into your journey, the boat begins to veer eastward away from land. And looking west, you can see that there are some goo-type organisms. One of which is bespeckled green, the other one is just the pure black that is kind of normal-ish that you saw whenever you were in the Forbidden Zone. and they are having a horrific conflict between one another.
Is goo things and people?
Good thing
Or-
and good thing. A good thing that it has green things spread about it, and a good thing without it are fighting each other. What you
How
guys did
far
the last
from us
campaign for?
are they?
Good distance, and the ship's going farther. It's going, no, I don't want to be anywhere near that.
They're all on a ship fighting each other.
No, they're
It's
not.
just like one ship.
They're on land. You guys on your
Okay.
ship are seeing that from your ship and going away from it.
Gotcha. How many does it seem? Is it like a lot of them, or is it just like a couple?
Both. Due to how they work and what you kind of saw, they're a bunch of tiny things that form larger things.
Gotcha.
So they're in larger forms fighting, and then they go into smaller forms, and they're still. Just admire your handiwork.
Who's winning?
Kind of a stalemate. Which is what you want.
And they're too busy fighting themselves to fight other people. Understood.
Your journey continues.
I'm gonna continue to fish.
I'm so sorry for what's about to happen. The
Hey,
dice
guys.
have
Hey, guys,
decided.
you drink?
Along your travels to the east, you're still kind of away from land because you're too near the Forbidden Zone. You come upon a rocky outcropping that looks like it's probably claimed many a ship and people that have washed on it. Anyone like looking to inspect things, you can see that there's a person up top that seems to be very dead.
Is he impaled on the rocky outcropping?
No, it looks like they quite literally withered away. Like I say rocky outcropping, this is like it's a very, very small island. But it's all made of rock, and you can tell that there's some amount like lower underneath stuff. Like the start of a cave system. Do you examine the island?
Yes. Because why not? Not as in when flying over there to go look at it, but if we're if we're sailing past it, I'm gonna look towards it and see what's going on. Especially if it looks weird and there's a withered guy on it.
Just looking toward it, there is the guy who is completely withered. Behind them, you see a rocky outcropping that looks like it might connect into a little cave area to get away from some elements. The person themselves, they look like from what you can tell from the rest of their tattered clothes, they were affluent. Additionally, there's like the remains of boxes and stuff like that all around it.
Finding one of the ship hands, I'm gonna ask, is that normal over there?
What? What exactly?
That outcropping over there.
Yeah,
It
those
doesn't look like he just, drowned.
those happen every now and then. It doesn't look like a drowning or like a starvation, honestly. looks a little... Well, if it was starvation, it happened before he lost other things, so it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I mean, you have a Pegasus and stuff if you want to go check it out. Well, I'll tell him to keep the ship in relatively the same location.
And if you want to come check it out with us, see if you can find something of use.
Me? No.
I'm referring to you as in your standard crew of the ship.
I'd be really talking to the captain, and usually we don't make a habit of checking up on random islands, because you never know what you'll find over there. But if you guys want to go, I'll have them stop things.
Let's say, yo. You wanna check it out?
Do we have any reason to
I
go
just
over
remembered
there?
something. Hey,
Yo.
you gave me a free use of augury every day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that now.
Oh,
That's Wheel or Woe, right?
Wheel or woe.
What's your
Or
question?
wheel and woe.
Wheel, woe, or the neutral one?
What's your question?
It's course of action.
I know, what's your question?
Course of action. Exploring that outcropping and the things it contains
Okay.
is my course of action.
Wheel and Woe. There's slightly
I think we
more
check it
wheel
out.
than Woe, but Woe is present.
I'm pulling out the carpet.
Everybody going?
well. Very well.
You never know. I mean, we found this neat set of armor. I thought I'd knock on it. And something like this.
We have rather good set of armors already.
It could be something else.
So you're taking your carpet and you're going over there.
Greedy.
Mm.
Are you okay? Well, you sound like you're about to fall asleep, man.
You know me?
Yes.
Coughing.
Also, your mic sounds like it's come undone.
Oh, let me check. May loosen up a little bit.
You gave a message that he's been a bit under the weather and weather. That's fine. It happens.
How about now? Any better?
You sound okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Alright. I'm gonna hop on Barnabas.
You get on your various flying equipment and or mounts, and you head over to this little outcropping. Okay. Tadori, let me explain how this has happened.
Okay. Huh. I don't
Okay.
like this part.
You were just minding your own goddamn business, doing your fucking shit.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, you found yourself summoned into this little shithole island with someone who had the gall and expectations that you had the power necessary to cross leagues of ocean and teleport him where he needed to be. Which he was wrong about. As the days passed and food became non-existent to scarce,
Like,
it became evident what needed to happen.
but
You are relaxing in your underground chamber as much as you can on this godforsaken hellscape. Armed and outfitted in stuff that you either brought with you because you had it on your person at the time, or stuff that you found there. So go ahead and give yourself like 200 gold and like 5 healing potions and also a signet ring because I don't know.
I mean, I have my own signet ring. but
Well, now
okay.
you have another one. It might actually matter in this particular plane of existence, where yours does not.
what?
But as you're relaxing, and just trying to enjoy your day in this godforsaken hellscape before you starve to death, you hear the strangest fucking thing. Hooves. Above you. In the middle of an ocean. Somehow.
Huh. How long have I been here?
Couple weeks, probably like 4.
Yeah, no, the grandstanding's done. We're not gonna grandstand. If it's been like 2 days, I would have grandstood. It's been 2 weeks. Nah, I'm not grandstanding.
You're
I'm
not
walking-
doing great, but you're
No, I'm not.
okay.
I'm walking outside.
The summoning circle where they obviously did something wrong has probably long since been destroyed in a fit of rage.
Oh, it's probably fucked up beyond all recognition. Yeah, absolutely.
So as the party lands on top, I'm going to assume you scramble out the top of this thing. If you would like to describe yourself.
Scrambling out of this hellhole, literally.
It's wet down there, but somehow drier than the top.
You see, probably because it's been 2 weeks, a little more emaciated.
Well, I mean, drinking that one guy helped a bit.
Yeah, not a lot though. Probably a little bit more emaciated. Roughly pushing 7 foot tall, horns included. Tiefling.
Oh, he's a big boy.
With crimson red skin and golden eyes. Wearing much more fancy clothes than he really should be in this current predicament.
Ragnar blinks down at you and waves.
You don't get a wave back.
Well, there's really no down. It was as hoofs were landing, and I'm assuming you guys came to a landing at the same time, because that makes sense.
This still happens.
Right. So, great. People are here. Get me the fuck off this place. That's not the place I wanted.
How'd you? There's no like ships around, right? There's like no like broken ships or nothing.
There's some boxes. There may have been a ship at one point in time.
How'd you end up here?
See that fucked up part of the stone over there?
No, because there's a hole that they'd have to climb down and then venture
it's down-
into your cave.
Oh wait, no, it's down there. See those people?
There's a whole one.
I
That
know.
guy, yeah, that's kind of what brought us over here.
He's why I'm here.
So
It's
you
why
came
I'm
out
here.
here looking for him,
Hey.
and
No. I don't even know who he was.
Doesn't look like one will get much of an answer out of that guy.
No, he's dead.
I have speak with dead.
that'll help a lot.
I mean, if you want to speak to him,
I don't really. But I thought I'd say it.
I technically can bring back the dead, but I'm not going to. Fuck him. Long story short, he ripped me out of my home and put me here. Better?
So you were kidnapped
No,
and placed on
I-
a
kind of.
random island in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, okay.
How about
seems
this
that
a
sounds
deal?
fine.
How about this a deal? I'll tell you the full story if you get me the fuck off this island.
What do you know? He's even paying in the economics of the place. Cool.
All right. There's plenty of space. Take a seat. Is there anything of value still left on the island, though?
If you want to
Or in those
investigate.
boxes.
I'm quickly going to just take a peek in the boxes. If they're,
In the
actually
boxes,
still
you're not going to
sealed
find
shut.
much. You'd have to go into his cave to discover the remnants.
Do you have anything you want to like take back with you?
I have fairly.
He is
That's great
moderately equipped.
I have 2 swords, a longbow, a dagger, and a whip. On person.
He is heavily equipped.
With. Sorry, 2 daggers, 5 javelins, 20 arrows.
He is decked the fuck out.
No armor, though.
See, you have a lot of your stuff with you now. Anything else you want to
Well,
grab?
I would usually have
Perhaps?
all this stuff equipped on me while doing the job I am supposed to be doing right now, but when I get ripped out of my home...
I think that you keep it. No, questions for later. Just
I'll tell you
take
the
a
full
seat.
story
I'll
when we're out of here.
take you to our ship or something.
Tadori's
You
stomach
look like you
grumbles.
could use some food.
Exactly.
I offer him pancakes.
You offer the man who hasn't eaten in 2 weeks a pancake?
I offer him as much pancakes as he wants.
Oh.
Bland but filling.
Is that really
I don't
just
care.
pancakes every single time? It could be anything, but it's always pancakes.
It's
Also,
Is
it
this
doesn't
so you can
matter.
feel like you're
I
eating
don't-
pancakes?
I really don't think it matters if they're bland or not for someone that hasn't eaten in 2 weeks.
Absolutely not. I was just peering into Dylan's psyche and wondering if it's just so he can say he's eating pancakes all the time.
Let's get you on the
water.
ship, brother.
Oh, no.
Jodak, are you investigating the cave? Or would you
I
rather
kind of
not?
want to. I kind of want to, but I don't want to invade his privacy. I've been living there for a while.
This is for the best.
Not my home. Don't care.
So you want me to go investigate? I mean, you've been here for a while, right? Have you not seen everything?
More food shoveled in.
How about a head nod for yes, go, or a shake for no, don't?
Food is being consumed. That's all I can say.
I'd say it's best we head back.
Curiosity sake says we stay and look around. But
Go
those
look at it
pancakes are
first.
really bland, so you could just leave, get them some real food.
Go look at the stuff first so you can't complain, but you're gonna look at it. There's what's in there.
What was my fortune again? Did it have anything to do with my death?
Nope.
Self-sacrifice.
Yes.
I'm not going in. Okay. I'm just taking the carpet, flying back over.
I'll explain. No.
I'm just gonna not be self-righteous. I'm going to be self-centered.
Okay. Get on your carpet, leave his shame hole where it is, to be overtaken by the sea once again. And you make your way back to the ship, where there's promptly some questionings as to that.
Found him in the cave.
Technically, you found me on the island. I climbed out of a cave.
Came out of the cave. Found him on the
There you
island.
And now you're friends. Makes sense. Fine by me. Let's go.
Right. Full explanation time now, or do you want it later?
Well,
Or some
first can
food.
you introduce yourself?
Fair
I
enough.
don't remember your name. Right.
I'm gonna
I'm
ask
Jodak.
some of the
by the
crew
way.
guys that could they bring some food to the guy.
They agree, and then they start bringing stuff that isn't the pancakes of "this will keep you alive" over to him.
The name is Tadori Ahriman, Noble Knight of Hell.
That's a lot to take in.
That's
Ragnar
quite the way to
Fireford.
introduce yourself.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ow. That hurt.
The one who isn't phased by the Hell Knight is the one who is deathly afraid of hags.
Yes.
Okay.
They might just torture me to death. I don't know what the heck it might do.
You see, I want to
That is
say
a-
that I have an upside down symbol of the life god somewhere on my person, but I don't think that that would be how it works. It would be too cliche.
It would also
would
just
be.
be the same right side up.
Well, it's just I was just being dumb because the Christian symbol's the cross and the like the.
I know
bad
what you were bringing, but here's some reality. It was upside down. It's because you fucked up pinning it on.
I mean,
Actually, upside down cross is extremely holy.
the only reason I say that is because there is one person, or maybe two people here that would recognize that, because it is displayed. He's not ashamed of it.
Technically, the upside down cross is as holy, if not holier.
Fuck you. He's not.
We're not here to
I
talk
don't
about religion.
That's not.
Move
That's
on.
not.
No, let's not. Well, let's
Hey,
talk about an
so-
entirely different religion, okay? So you guys worship what's God?
Life God.
You worship life God? What?
Yes, I do.
Oh. Interesting, so do I.
And thus, friendship.
I didn't
That
say
and
that.
the pancake.
I was merely letting the one who worships the life god know that my character is currently.
No, I'm more mint. Oh, we have something in common. Pancake giver.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if I could eat more food, so that food was tasteless, it was filling, and I love it. Ooh. I will freely tell you where I came from. I would have no reason to hide it anyway. I don't know if you want to do it here or somewhere more private or whatever. I know some people have issues with certain individuals coming from certain places.
It's up for you to decide.
I don't care.
You don't work for the Fey Lords? I'm sure we'll be fine.
Why would I work for those things? Ugh.
No reason.
This entire
Looks nervously.
country is
Looks around.
highly connected to them. At least I believe they are.
Tell your story. A deckhand shot from the side.
Yes, whatever. I, again, am a noble knight of hell. I was summoned here from the hells. I serve as the intermediary of sorts between the lords of hell.
I mean, the Order of
I'm-
Desolation's a cool ass name. I'll just have it.
I am. That is what it was. That is what the order I'm in is called.
I think so.
I think so too. Let me see. I actually have it pulled up.
I'll steal that from Colville. I don't give a shit.
Let me see.
Doesn't matter,
Why-
right?
Why does it take so? Find it. Yeah. I am currently under oath and in contract with the Order of Desolation, serving as one of their ill riggers, I guess would be the term.
Hmm.
What do
So
they
that
do?
man we found back there, that was you?
Oh, yes. Absolutely, yes. He's the one who brought me here. He's the one who became a problem, and he was the one who kept me alive for 2 weeks.
There.
So, idiot was idiot. And died an idiot.
He ripped me from my home in the Hells, which is a place of massive luxury, and thought I could teleport him randomly in a place I don't know to somewhere else. Across an ocean.
Idiot dies doing idiot things. Yep. Sounds about right.
So, yeah, I think that's about it. Anything else you wish to know? I'm a veritable open book, per se. Ow, I just popped my shoulder.
putting on a strong front, but you can see the pain.
Shut up. James hurted himself.
So how long have you been a knight?
As long as I could wield a sword.
You're not immortal. You have a lifespan.
I know.
I'm just... Before you toss out a number like 473. No.
I know.
For 5 days, obviously, that's it.
He is extreme baby.
As long as I could wield a sword, that is what I am going with.
Alright. That's all I need to know.
Any more questions?
Are you gonna be getting off the ship when they do? Cause,
Yeah,
okay, that's
probably.
fine. I understand that's just my ship, that's all.
What? Would you like me to pay you?
Nope, I don't want your money. Can't use it. Have to go to fucking Bellinue for it. Or, nope, I have to go to Bellinue for it. I was about to say or Attica, but then I remembered, no, I can't.
I mean, aren't we
I
headed to
am.
Raktesh?
I am fairly skilled with magic and fighting.
Rektesh
So
isn't
there's
really
that.
connected to the ocean. You're gonna have to overland it once you get to that part of,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
To the one who said it is my ship and all that stuff. Like I said, I am fairly skilled with magic and combat. So if there's any need of that, I will happily provide my services.
Okay, counted as a guard in exchange for saving your life, that's fine.
Well, technically, it would have been them who saved my life. They could have left me there and told you there was nothing there.
Yeah.
We're not the type, though.
I can tell. Anyway, again, any further questions?
Mm-mm.
What is your current quest now?
Go home. For the moment, anyway. I may be persuaded to help now that I am somewhat in the life debt.
Do you have any means of travel of making it back home?
And
No.
thus he asked the same question that stupid dead guy did.
Hesitates for a second. No. And please refrain from asking that again. He did. And look where that got him.
I was just asking because it seems like you kind of want to go back, and I have no idea how you would.
This place is cold. I don't like it here.
The name is Vashnir.
A pleasure, Bashnir. And Jodak, I heard your name a minute ago. And you two? You came to save me as well?
Ragnar Fireforge?
Yeah,
Dwarven name?
hi, I'm Trinket.
A pleasure.
Right. Just gonna look at Trinket when he says that.
But,
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, these here are my companions. We are the Band of Iron.
Weird.
Ooh, iron bands. Sorry.
You sounded rather excited when you said that.
Probably for all the wrong reasons. Well, consider me a part of it until at least I pay my life debt off.
All right.
okay then,
What is your style of fighting,
mind.
by the way?
go on. I was going to wrap things up. By all means, continue.
He pulls out a short sword with a solid black blade and says, I stab them with this until they're dead, or I cast a couple of magics until they're dead. Or use the magic you cast on me against you until you're dead. Typically. And then sheathes it.
So
Makes
everything
sense.
else is just for show.
The
Javelin.
bow and arrow are for things I can't stab. The
So what about
javelins
the
are just
javelins, the
out.
daggers, all these other... No, you don't use... Okay.
The javelins
Just magic and sword
are,
sword?
the javelins are things I've found, and the daggers are when I can't hide my swords.
I'm just gonna hold up my shield and glaive. My weapons of choice.
Well, thus far, about everybody that's gone along with the group has gotten their fortune told. I mean, we're on a ship. Jodak, you wanna...
I could.
Do I have any idea what the fuck a fortune-telling thing would be?
Kinda, sorta, not really.
Yeah. Fortunes being told? Are you going to tell my future?
Just think of it
Essentially,
as, a group tradition.
Group tradition.
everyone that has become part of our group has asked for a fortune to be told, asked for their future to be, for lack of a better word, predicted.
If this is an initiation to be a part of the group, I suppose I will take part.
You get to
It's
come up
not
with a
necessary.
question, and then he has to give you a fortune for it. And Jodak, you can see a glint in his eye that says, "Call me out of my own goddamn name, will you?"
Wait, say again?
Jodak just is able to insight, oh, this is payback.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
I just sit down at a table after, or like anywhere I can sit down at.
Yes.
I was ready to end the session. He started this.
All right. The way this works, simply ask a question. Could be anything. What are you interested in? What
When
you
do
wanna
I get
know?
home?
When do you want to get home? Is that it? Just
When do I get home? Or would it be better to ask how do I get home? Or do I get home? Which one would be better? Will I get home? Final answer.
Okay. There are plenty of different ways to tell someone's fortune, tell someone's future. I just prefer using the tarot, if you don't mind.
It's
I just
your
pull out a tarot
initiation,
card.
not mine.
I know. I'm just explaining the process to you as we go along, you know?
He's half listening. I'm gonna be honest, he's half listening.
I just need you to draw 3 cards from anywhere in this deck.
He'll just draw 3 straight out of the middle. 1 being the direct middle, if at all possible, and the 2 on this each side. And then 1 on each side, not 2. Right.
I don't really want to do this, so I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. Because everyone else I've given a fortune to has always met some sort of disaster.
That's not true at all. Now, admittedly, there's a decent percentage, but not everybody.
Karen's pretty
Everyone that
okay.
everyone that's part of our group that has
Trinkets was
had a
fine.
fortune bet.
Karen's was
That was
also
fine.
fine.
Was Kieran's fine?
Karen's was pretty okay.
What was Kieran's fortune?
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty okay. I don't think it was.
back and check the parasitic plight pod.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad or good. I think it was just like, hey, this should be fine.
Oh, look, he's immediately going no in a pained voice. What's that first card?
First card. First card represents situation. What type of situation you're in. In this case, you have the hermit.
Ah,
It means you're searching for something, searching for a truth,
I
a way,
beg your
something to
pardon.
do. It doesn't mean that you yourself are a hermit. Just it's the closest thing to relate to your situation.
Good.
one could say was feeling lonely.
Continue.
Your second card refers to the actions that you will take or that have been taken by you or by someone related to you. If that makes sense. In this case, you have the High Priestess in the reverse position. Like this card represents a lack of center, a lost inner voice, or repressed feelings. In your search, you are actually repressed feelings. I had something for that, and it just slipped my mind right before I said it. Uh, I'm not getting that back, am I?
No.
Great.
Maybe in a minute.
Maybe
Go
in
with
a
what your
minute
heart tells
after
you.
over. I can't remember what it was. Either way, lost in their voice. So, in this position, this card would represent your inability to complete what you want on your own. Not on your own. You're looking for a truth. So this card will represent your inability to find it easily. You're looking for a truth that is not actually what you're looking for. As in, that is your lost center. If that makes sense.
Not overly. I want to go home, but that's beside the point. Continue.
Your last card is called the Temperance. It represents a middle path, patience, or finding meaning. In this case, if it's go home or don't go home, you're not doing either, but doing both at the same time. You're taking a third route, or it will take you a while to reach your goal. Looks like you're in it for the long run, would be how I would understand this.
Meaning I'm going to be stuck here with you people for a long time, I take it.
Probably.
And it's warning me to have patience. Oh, it always has to be patience, doesn't it?
It also warns you against repressing your feelings. Well, not against. It says you will be repressing your feelings. It doesn't refer to what those feelings are. Just the concept of repressing emotions,
I think your
feelings,
cards want me to
urges.
kill someone.
Always a
What?
viable solution with this group.
I mean,
It was
can't
telling.
happen.
You're telling me that the cards are telling me not to repress my feelings. Usually when I don't
No,
get my
they're
way.
they're telling you that they're going to be repressed, and according to what he just said.
They could be repressed. They could not be repressed. You're going to feel like they are repressed.
So
At the
you're
very
probably
most.
going to want to kill someone.
Ah. But have patience. It's gonna take a long ass time.
Patient.
The one thing I'm not good at. It always has to be that
A very
one
negative
thing.
fortune for you.
It's not negative, because it doesn't say I'm not gonna make it home. Just says it's gonna take a while. That's okay.
And that you may take a middle path, a third option, versus
And need
going home, not
allies
going home.
conveniently.
And need allies conveniently.
Well, welcome to
To
the quest for
search for
getting
your
me home.
truth.
Hope you all like it here.
Okay, so the boat continues on its merry way, and unless anyone has anything else to interject, I'm going to go ahead and call session there.
I got nothing unless people ask him some questions.
Are those horns real?
Yes.
I'm not actually asking. I'm joking.
Duh, too fucking late. Yes, they're real. Would you like to touch them? Sorry, I don't think I could bend down quite that far.
Well, before that goes anywhere that's not safe for anything
Ooh.
that this is viewed on, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. See y'all next time. Have a good one.